Hello and welcome. Right, just checking, make sure my recordings are actually, yeah, it's all recording, smashing. Right, I've set this going and I've set the top one going again. I'm hoping that the self-load is going to work this time, and we're going to go straight into a timer. Yeah, I want to get these, there's a lot of work to do, so these big fields. So I am going to say my words and we'll have a chat afterwards. So, we'll see you guys and gals on the other side. I thought I'd come out of the time lapse a little bit early because we're about done. Yeah, I'm going to set the windrower and we're going to literally have a look at how well we've done. We've got everything, stick it all in the silos and yeah, see how well we've done. I thought it was necessary. Could have just about managed with 2, but I thought, well, if we've got these fields every year, although there's going to be the odd one that's fallow, it's going to always help to have like 3 harvesters, truthfully. I mean, you could cope with 4 of this size. You could have 2 teams of 2, but then it's the shed room and all that type of stuff. Sometimes it's better to manage with one less than optimal. Ooh, am I going to do this? Not that it matters, but am I? I'm not sure. It's going to be close. This looks like we're all pretty much full at the same time, which can lead to quite funny, yeah, there's usually a tussle for the trailers because the AI doesn't understand the word of waiting in line. As you can see over there, they seem to be tussling, although someone's managing to, right, I'm going to pop over there. Oh no, there's only the one, actually no. I was quite chuffed with in this last field. It felt, I thought with 3 harvesters on this, it's really not going to take long. I remember doing the biggest field one on Attingham. That is probably one of the largest fields I've ever done on any map, and it really was a monster. 3 dominators, 4.1 metre headers did it. I was well chuffed. I think that'll finish that one off. Is that one going to come here? If it is, now you've got an entire field to pass each other, and you just can't avoid attacking each other. You can't work out that to go through another person is not a good thing. It's good, but it's not perfect. I've always said that it is. It's a cracking valiant effort. It's certainly better than the in-game workers, but it still has its flaws. Of course it does, definitely. Now then, I think you were doing the little individual thing. Yeah, so that's about the last row. Did I get that little tiny tuft? That one's going to need stopping when it gets to the end, because it'll go on to the end of the course. Actually have a little tiny bit on the next row by the look of it. I'm not sure that's a complete sort of thing, but yeah, it was good fun. 3 of them on this last field. A couple of tussles, as we saw, but yeah, nothing stupendous. It can be an awful lot worse than that. I've seen utter carnage from God's play. Oh yeah, I remember one of the South American maps. Probably my least successful Let's Play. I enjoyed the Let's Play, but it wasn't, not a lot of people are interested in the Brazilian map, so it's something I've steered clear of since, because there was just, I was a little bit worried about the rain as well, because while I've been caught out by the rain coming well early many times on Farm Sim, I've even had rain that wasn't forecast on Thornton. Yeah, I literally remember it was my very first harvest on Thornton, and literally I saw the clouds gathering, and I was literally just about saying I was literally doing a grass field, and it was FS19, where actually that meant acid rain. So you can imagine my horror as it started to chuck it down the rain. Yeah, it was. The grass was dissolving as I watched on in helpless. It was awful. It really was. Right, fantastic. I did get the tuft. So we need to just grab Lando at the bottom. I think it looks like he's actually got some cleanup to do in this corner. Not a lot though, but amazing. Well do it. Yeah, I must have missed. This is the only trouble when you're juggling Let's Plays. sometimes a few jobs slip through the net. It's obvious to me that I can't have done the fertilising. In between sessions I must have thought, yeah, got the fertilising to do next time. Then when I came back, all the jobs took over and I forgot about it, because yeah, these were as we bought them, because obviously we bought these off other farmers, and yeah, they weren't fertilised properly, so the yield is lower than it should have been, and that is on me, it really is. But I know, so that's the price sometimes you pay for juggling a little bit. Do sometimes wonder if it is advisable to do concentrate on. It's weird, yeah. I always find my creativity is better on. I think I've said this a few times. Anyway, in fact, we can leave the harvesters for the time being. Let's just make sure they're all empty. So I want to literally take me to. In fact, it makes more sense to grab that. Do we set the? No, I think we'll set the windrow next time. This is pretty much the end of the session. Yeah, I've got work in a few minutes, and I thought, I wanted to get on with this. Should be on Neverland, but I thought I really want to get this harvest out of the way. It's been looming over me for the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks, really. I have done sessions on here, but we've done grass sessions. But this was the big job that I knew that was going to take a long time. Right, let's do this. Yeah, we also need to stick the other in. Let's get them all lined up and just make sure the other 2 harvesters haven't got any in. That one we've just emptied on the far bit. I'll get these away off camera in a bit and try and find some shed room for that. 25 litres. Not not the end of the world, but yeah, we'll be thorough. Oh, and also I think we need a tractor. Do we borrow the fence off the next field? No, I'd like to leave him really ready to. We'll grab one of the others, or we'll just take the McCormick and we'll double back. That probably makes the most sense, really. And I think you'll have just a little tiny bit. Oh, you've got nothing. That's fantastic. Right, let's grab the McCormick then. We've got to shift the lorry off the grate, I think. I'm sure. Left. You have. Let's just see if we can stick a little bit in, because a little bit of time has gone. I'm not expecting miracles. Right. 46 tonnes in this. I know there's a lot in the 2 of them. We did do very well. I mean, they're big fields, so even if you didn't do the job properly, which I didn't, then you're still going to do well out of it, aren't you, really? But I do still feel I would have liked, obviously, always. I always talk about shut those, about doing your best, and about I'm trying to think of the word, efficiency. And obviously that's not terribly efficient, but then again, sometimes if you stretch yourself a little bit too thin, that's what happens. So yeah, that is the lesson to be learned in a way. I've been juggling quite a few lets with my own faults, because I at some point needed inspiration. I felt a little bit flat on the Let's Plays, and sometimes I go on another one, but then of course it does mean you stretch yourself a little bit, but yeah, sometimes you do. We all need a bit of inspiration. Right, so I'm gonna need to make a bit of room. And we need the McCormick, so yeah, actually let's drop this and let's stop, because otherwise it travels. One of my favourite tricks is letting them roll past you. I do love doing that. You've got to let the inner child out sometimes, you really have. Now then, yeah, we've still got an awful lot of milk to do, so I think we're gonna speed up the day rather than like just go through till tomorrow. That's not too much in that. So it was 46 odd tonnes in that one. We'd already emptied the barley out, which was a lot. 46, 56, 66, 72, nearly 73 tonnes off the 2 oat fields. Not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, these are big fields, but I mean, the 5 metre headers, I was thinking, is it advisable to buy another Russell mash? It's only really the equivalent of 1 large harvester. And I thought, well, yeah, it's still useful. You can let them plod along nice, and it does make sense in some ways. I did the same with the Dominators on Attingham. I did have that same decision. Well, do you crack on as you have done, or do you still buy another Dominator? Because then the course play better, sort of plays better with similar sizes. I mean, I've said you can have different sizes and still use coarse blade, but it is actually, if you've got like a 13.8 and a 4.1, it doesn't work well together. They've got to be similar. A 4.2 and a 5.1 meter, they're so similar that you just use the 4.1 and you have a little bit of overlap. That will work fine, but yeah, as a rule of thumb, it really is better to have the same. So I thought, well, we've had the Russell mashes all along, do we just buy a third Russell mash? And you can see what I thought by the fact that I got one. Yeah, I mean, again, yeah, the other thing is I am still obviously very much debating. I don't want to be wasting 500,000 on a really expensive harvester if this is going to be our last year, because this animal problem, or this problem we've got, that I don't know what's causing it, whether it is I've never seen mods do that though, I really don't. We're going to leave this here though, and I'm going to literally, you're going to come back in next session and we're going to just work through whatever problems we've got on the map, just to try and see if we can diagnose or see what is going off really. Oh, I don't really want to do that. No, that should be in the laws to make canola oil. We'll get one of the sense tons on it next time. I think, did we? No, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that was the 2 canola fields, but we have got more. We have got some ready in the morning, so there's going to be more, so it's not going to hurt. What have we got left to do? We have field 66 and 64, which I believe are both canola. No, yes they are. Yeah, I was going to say I'm looking at 65. Yeah, they are both canola though, so they'll be ready in the morning. We've done 71 and 72 today. We've done 94, 132 and 133. If we look at the harvest, I love to look at that purple. It's a nice place to be. So we just got 64 and 66 at the top end of the map. We'll take the whole team of 3 harvesters and the 2 70-tonners, I think, next session. Well, we'll work through today and then obviously get through till tomorrow. And the straw, I'm thinking, that's gonna be quite a mammoth task. I think I'll probably set the Fent going next session at the beginning on that last fields to windrow. I do think, and I'll do that on camera now, I do think I am right in so much as what we're going to do. Forage wagons. Now then, have we got the tractors to support this? We've got, yeah, let's work this out. And what horsepower requirements is there on these? I like the TARDISes because they're small. I think they are there. Is it the, I thought it was the, it could be the, no, it's not, it's the class. It's obviously it really is. You look very closely. Is it this class or the Stroutman? Yeah, no, it is. It's the Cargos 9500, but souped up so it can actually cope with more. Sorry, yeah, I'm looking at the Rapide. Yeah, it's 220 horsepower. So what is it as a TARDIS? 200 horsepower. And that's the 50. We don't want the Unreal, we want that one. So 200 horsepower, 50 cubic meters. It is actually quite a medium size that's been souped up a little bit more. 44 was, did I see? Yeah, 44 cubic meters. It's one of the larger ones, but it's only a little bit bigger than our big one. So yeah, I think we're going to buy another one of those. Silage additive tank. We will do, yeah, because it's going to be needed. So we're going to have one of those and the 34 cubic meter, and we've got the 16, which we can manage with the little tractors, but it'll fill quickly, so I'm not sure. I've only got 2 tractors though that can cope with that. I don't really want to be buying another tractor this late on. We can cope with, no, actually we could cope, thinking about it. We could have 2 that cope with that. It wouldn't be a bad thing. Is it going to assist, or is it going to be annoyingly get in the way? I'm not sure. I think because this could cope with the 34 cubic meter one, and we could cope with the John Deere and the McCormick on the other two. If we bought another one, I don't want to be going silly, but I do want to be, you know. Oh, I think we can make do with the 50. The 50 and the 34 is still a lot better than it ever has been on the farm. So yeah, sometimes. Well, the other thing is it's storage space. We may have to get rid of the small one, even though it's practically worthless. It's really for the fact that to give some other farmer the use to use it, and they'll get a deal, real good deal off us because it's second hand. So yeah, I'm happy to spread the love, truthfully. But that's where we're going to leave this particular session. All I'm going to say is thank you very much. Did I actually show you the total? Let's have a look in cold hard facts. I've actually, yeah, it should show everything now. So we've got 73 tonnes of oats. We will have more canola next month. 24 tonnes of canola. Hey, yeah, hay straw and all that lot. That was it, wasn't it? It was... No, where is the... Did we not... Yeah, we did. Does it not show up? Wow, we've really got 176 tonnes of milk again, still. That's just not right. It's got to show in the production then, because obviously we've stuck... it's weird. That's the one difference. It doesn't treat that as a proper... I'll show you. Yeah, it doesn't show you... Yeah, so we've got 73 tonnes of oats in there. That is showing. It was showing in that. So where is our... Oh, it's in the production schedule, Wally. Yeah, I've done it for seeds, haven't I? My bad. That's why it's not appearing. So we have 49 tonnes of barley that's left. Now, did we stick the seeds from barley on? Actually, to be honest, but does the Omatanus do that? It does. Makes far more sense to grab them out of there if we can, and put them in the Omatana, because there's no manure requirements, really. So I think we need to grab that out and stick that in the Omatana. I did think of that earlier, and then I thought, oh, I've already done it in that, but no, we do need to do that next session. But all that does remain to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching, and I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.